First, I be interested to try this. So this class we're going to learn how to make this beautiful detail that we see here. So this is what it looks like on the back. Okay, I used net for this, but you can use any fabric of your choice, and you can style it in different ways. You're going to see that as we progress in the video. It's a very simple tutorial and it's beginner friendly. This is something you like to learn, kindly stay tuned till the end of this tutorial. Okay, so this is just like it's a simple tutorial. It's just a detail that you can use to spice up an outfit. So for this, I'm going to be using this net fabric. You can use any fabric of your choice, and the volume of the fabric you are using depends on how puffy you want the ruffles to be. So for this tutorial, I have, if this fabric is on fold and the width is around 9.5 inches, almost 10 inches. I'm just going to trim the rest to match up with what I have, and the length that I'm working with for this is going to be the length of this net fabric. So you can see the selvage. It's from one selvage to another. It's quite long, it's not short, so I think it's around 60 inches. Okay, it's around 62 inches thereabout. So that's the length that I am going to work with. So if you want yours to be fuller than this, you just need to increase the fabric you're working with. But for this tutorial, that is the measurement I am going for. So what I'm going to do, remember it's on fold like this. So what I will do is just to go ahead and join it on that open part which is on fold. So I'll go ahead and sew it down like that, and then I'm going to flip it. Like I said, it's a very simple tutorial. So I'll sew it now. I'm going to go back to show what we have. Okay, so you can see I'm gonna to run a stitch. You can see my stitch here. That's why I used the contrasting color of thread. So now I'm going to turn it to the right side, and this is what I have. So now where my stitch is, I'm going to try to push it to the center. So I'm going to sort of centralize it so that I'm not going to have stitches on the side. So I'm going to place the stitch at the center point here. So for this other side here, mine is a selvage. You can see it's not rough, but if yours was cut in a way that the edges are not neat, you have to find a way to fold it in. But you have to do this separately because you need to pass a rope through it, and if you close it completely, you'll not be able to create channel to pass your rope. So you just hem it separately, make sure that it is neat. But I'm leaving mine like this because it's a selvage and it is neat on its own. So now after folding like this seam line that I already have here is going to be like a guide for me. So I'm going to run a stitch on it like this. Make sure it is centralized all down. So after running the stitch at the center, you have secured the center point. The next thing is to create your channel for the ruffle. So I'm going to be creating two channels. So I'll do one to the left, and then the other one is going to be to the right. So that's going to be my channel. So now how wide your channel is going to be depends on the rope that you're working with. So for this tutorial, I'm just working with this regular bias, but you can use velvet bias, maybe 1 inch velvet bias. Is going to be more beautiful. So whatever channel that you are creating, make sure that it's going to be wide enough to occupy the type of rope that you intend to use. So now I'm going to take this to the sewing machine, and then I'm going to first run the stitch to secure the center. Then after securing the center, I'm going to mark like 1/2 inch to the right, 1/2 inch to the left, and then I'm going to sew it down like this. I'm still going to use the same color of thread so that you can see what I'm doing very well. So after sewing it down, our channel must have been created. Then I'm going to bring it back so that we can insert the rope. Okay, so you can see now I've gone ahead to join it, to sew it. You can see I sew it in the middle, and then I created two channels for passing my rope. Okay, 1 2. So you sew the middle, then you sew 1/2 inch to the left, 1/2 inch to the right to create the channel. So now with my safety pin, I'm going to pass this rope through the 2 channels. Okay, so I'm going to pass the rope through the 2 channels, and then so just make sure, that's why I said your hole should be enough for your rope and your safety pin to pass through. So once you pass it like that, I'll start passing it till I get to the end point. So after passing the first one, I'm going to pass the second one as well, and we'll take it to the mannequin so that we can style it. So I have inserted the 2 ropes, you can see. So you just drag it and gather as much as you want. Like I said, the length of this is just about 60 inches, so it's not going to be so much, but if you want yours to be really full, you can double it so that by the time you gather it, you have a lot of ruffles. So now I'm going to take it to the mannequin and then style it on the mannequin so that we can see what this is going to give us. So you can style it anyhow you want. You can see it now. So when you wear like the soup dress, you can just put this over it like this and then tie it to the back or tie it to the front if your rope is long enough. Okay, so this is just to lift your outfit and take it from just plain to something nice. So after placing it like this, you arrange it well, and this is what you have. You can see what it looks like on the upper part, and this is what it looks like at the back. So you just make sure to arrange it well. Another way you can style it is by gathering it even more and then wrapping it around your neckline. It depends on how creative you are. Basically, that is how you can get more from this. If you are very creative, you will see many ways you can actually style this. So now I can decide to gather it more for it to become smaller, and then I'm just going to tie this round the neckline. Okay, see, I can tie it by the side like this, and then the rope will just drop down. Then you arrange everything well. You can also tie it completely like this. You can even tie it on your wrist like this. You can also tie it on your wrist like this. So it's totally up to you and the design that you wish to go for. You can style it anyhow you want, basically. So that is how to style it. I hope you're just making this tutorial with me. If you enjoyed it, let us know in the comment section. Like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And I'll see you in the next one.